Hey all, welcome to Xihucoatl's Guardhouse, the fifth location in the Huitzi questline. So in the previous quest, we woke up Huitzi, and the first task that she gave us is to bring a serpent called Xiuhcoatl. Okay, so these guy says we have to find a lot of keys and open a lot of doors and all to be able to get to that serpent. So this seems interesting. Okay, this villager is going to give us a green key if we bring 5 fish. And here is one of the fish. There are several islands and I believe I will get several fish from there. For the red key I need 3 fallen vines from the northern jungle. So we are not there yet, we will go and find those vines later. Here is yet another fish. I'm not sure if I have 5 such spots to get fish here. Okay, that was the third, but there is no fish here in the spot. This villager needs a cooking pot. I missed a few tiles there. Okay, so let's talk about the location as well. It's 740 tiles long and will cost about 1.74 million energy if you want to clear it completely. Now let's go find those things. I have island top there which has a fish spot. That will probably be the 4th fish. Nothing more to do here. We have to bring some wine, what was that? Something from the northern jungle, a cooking pot. Okay, so this guy has a cooking pot but needs 5 sacks of potatoes from the storage. Now where is the storage? Somewhere up there maybe. So there are some closed gates here and these houses will lead us to the mechanism that opens the gates. On that note, we also found the 5th fish here, so we are done with one of the tasks and can get one of the keys. But that is not all, we have to get several other keys as well. And to get to the northern jungle, we are figuring out a mechanism to open the gate. This house is leading us to an exit, which will probably have that mechanism. I don't exactly know what the mechanism is, but I just think it could be a simple lever or something. Okay, looks like we are inside. Although we cannot enter the inner part, we are just outside that box. And that's one of the levers that opens one of the gates. The other one must be on the other side, for which we will need to enter another house, take another exit. So let's go back to the other house then. These are probably those vines that were needed by one of the persons there. So since we found them here, I am not sure why are we opening the gates. But there surely must be something else in that jungle. Actually, the jungle is this part. The central area that does not look like a jungle. So we will find out. But first, I seem to have run out of a speed potion. So 8-hour one, I might eventually run out again, but that's okay. Now, nothing much. Just have to pull that stone back so we could go from the other side. Pushing it in the end so I don't have any difficulty going back. Here's the exit, which will lead us to the second lever for the second door. Here it is. So that central area with that fountain and all is open. We have actually that is the place where we have to use the keys. So let me try and go back. Maybe we have found all the required items and can get all the keys. I'm just clearing out the tiles here since I entered here. I should not have entered here and should have went back to the village to get the keys instead. But that's okay, the village is not far away. Behind the gates are some shaped stones and we need to put in place all 4 of them to be able to proceed further towards the serpent. Okay. So looks like we got to go back now. Nothing else left. Just a regular guy. I thought it would be something, maybe not. Okay, this still needs 5 sacks of potatoes from the storage. And the storage must be behind one of the guys which needed some other thing like this one. But this is a house and not a storage. Okay, I can see my first key there. That's the green key. We still need 3 more keys, so let's go back and talk to the other guys. This one looks like a storage, but this guy says it's his house, so I'm still not sure where I would find the potatoes. There's our second key, the blue one. Now we need the red and the yellow. Sapphire there, nice. So I'm not sure where I'm supposed to find the cooking pot. I don't think any of these houses had one of those things, but let me just check. No, it's a simple exit to that place where we pulled the lever to open the central gates. So I'm not sure where I will find the cooker. Okay, cooking pot is with this guy and he has moved one step further. I don't know, I did not notice it earlier. Maybe he had not moved or I failed to notice. But looks like all the problems are solved. We can go to the storage, bring 5 sacks of potatoes, then he will give us the cooking pot and then we can get the remaining key. Okay, so I'm all set. Let's see where the sacks are. Here are all of them. Not very hard to get. Some stones, not some, several stones, which I probably need to shift back here. Let me put them in the corner to make things easy. The fourth sack, one more sack is at the top. Can put this back in the corner. We have our last sack. Some things left for sure. I can put this stone here and retrieve these last 2 tiles. I'm taking all the tiles. You don't necessarily need to do all this. You can simply get the sacks and get out. Now these tiles I will have to shift the 2 side by side stones for sure, because I do need to move the inner one outside, and for that I will need the entire side free. So I'm trying to move the stones out as much as possible. Okay, looks like okay, I did not notice the key here. So yes, you do need to get here, and that gives us another yellow key. I mean the only yellow key, another key I mean. Now only the red one remains. This guy will give us the cooking pot in exchange of those sacks of potatoes, and then we can return the cooking pot and get the last key. So let's go back. And that's the last key. So we are finally ready to open all the gates, solve the pit puzzle, and proceed towards Xiuhcoatl, the serpent Huitzi needs. Nothing left in town, at least. I don't see anything. Okay, let's start opening the gates one by one, pulling out those stones. I need the vertical one first, but it doesn't harm to take the circular outside. We will need it at some point. have to push it one to the top because otherwise I could not put it in the pit. Next step is the star. The triangle next. Finally the circular one. Okay, there are 3 gates here. I'm not sure which one I should be entering first. Let me try with the one that is single on its side. Taking a long time to load. Okay, finally done. Now let's see if this gate is the correct one. I can see an exit there, or maybe it's not an exit, it's one of the other gates. That's what it looks like because there are 2 gates there, and I'm thinking that the alternate gates will somehow make us open those central gates. I'm not sure about the combination needed for this, but since that was a single stone, I just tried rotating it on all the sides. Easy enough. When there is a single stone, you can try all the combinations and be successful. Even when there are 2 stones, then you will have to try some 8 combinations. That's okay as well. Not 8 actually, it should be 16 I think. Never mind. This is the other gate which will have another such stone, and if it's a single one you can simply rotate it in all the directions. I think the solution to these stones actually lies in the central gate, but we did not need the solution at all because those were single stones and I just tried rotating them in all directions. So now with both the gates open, we can proceed from the central gate. Okay, where are you, Xiuhcoatl? We have been trying to find you since a long time, and now we are in some swampy area. Looks like ideal place for some serpents, so hopefully we will find that one here. There are several stones as well, so we have to move them along the way. I don't know, but I currently don't think they lead to a bonus because there are a lot of them. No, I can't technically move this, that's the wrong way. I will have to move this back and then proceed. Still can't enter the central part because that stone can't be pulled. There would be some other way from some other side. Okay, we have obsidians here. I don't remember if we found any obsidian in the town, in the village. So I won't number this one, but we have an obsidian. the other stone that was not interrupting, so I just pushed it back and then pulled the other stone to make way. The central area we can access from here, or we can go back. This does look like the correct way, and I might have missed a few tiles there, so let me get those tiles first before I proceed with the correct way. This one can go to the top corner, and now we can reach those. So I think everything is done in this swamp and we can proceed on the correct path. Playing with the stones can be fun sometimes. Especially when there is less room and there are a lot of them. This one is not hard enough, but okay. We can now get into the cave, which looks like an even better place for a serpent to live in. We have been playing since a long time. I'm not doing it continuously, I'm taking breaks, but the video is already long, I can feel it, because I have been doing this for quite some time. Okay, we have some stones to rotate here, and I don't know the right combination. Guesswork is not working here because this is probably not the only stone. We will have to put several incorrect places. I found the solution in this corner here, so I rotated this one accordingly. We have another stone there. No solution I don't see. I don't know, let's just get the treasure part first then. Another treasure part board. Normally you don't have two of these. Maybe they put one mistakenly. Looks like a maze with less number of tiles. Usually the mazes are filled with tiles. This one has less of them, so that's nice. But it also means we have to walk a lot. So this is not the simplest maze. This has some levers and they open some gates. We have to find all the levers and open all the gates before we proceed. Here is another obsidian. I don't know how to reach those bottom tiles. Maybe we have missed one of the maze exits there. Okay, it's right from the beginning near the start. After lever, we still have to find two more. I'm thinking one lever here. Yes, that's right. Those high cost tiles, those are the ones hiding levers behind them. I somehow missed this lever in spite of taking the tiles there. So that is one of those levers, the only one remaining. Then we can proceed to get the treasure. There we go. That was a long rhyme, couldn't read it right in time. So never mind, you can read it by pausing the video or something like that if you're interested. But for us, we need to get back now. I think this video is going to be at least 30 minutes long. So I'm just going back as of now to get to the other side, to get to the other stones. Okay, we actually have one of the solutions here. This maybe is the solution to that central stone, which is currently placed wrongly because I did not know the solution. So I will have to go back to the other side. I can see the serpent in the center there. So we are at the last part of this location. So that's great news. We have been playing this for quite some time anyway. Okay, this stone goes according to the bottom one, so the top right, and this one is also top right. We missed a few tiles here, but those are actually the ones that lead to the center, so we can do them later. This one was also top right according to the one on the top. Okay, this one is top right, the other one was top left. Maybe I pronounced it top right by mistake. Didn't really pay attention to what I was speaking. And this is the last stone that I had left unrotated because I did not know the solution back then. Now I do, and yes, the gate has opened up. So all the 4 stones are correctly placed. We can proceed. Quite a long journey. Now I'm hoping I have not missed any tiles. Yes, that's right. We have cleared all the tiles. So all the tiles are done. We just have to move these stones, solve this pit puzzle. We have a corner there, so let me just put all the stones in the corners as much as possible. 2 of them were possible. We can pull some stones back out here as well. Some stones. Yes, I can put more back out there. And now we can take the shaped stones to put in the pits. I can't have this stone here because I will not be able to place the circle, otherwise I will have to move that stone out. That one I moved temporarily in the corner, but it should not be in the corner because I still have to pull that vertical piece outside. But that is later. First we have to put in the star. Okay, this is a really interesting puzzle. I am loving it. Similar to what we did for the circle. I will have to put it in the top lane to be able to put in the pit. Now time for the vertical. For this I will need to move both these stones. I can push one more outside. In fact, I could have pushed 2 of them, but that's okay. I can manage with this many stones inside. Would be easy enough. We also have the right side free, so we can now push as many stones as we like to the right. We don't really need to push a lot of them. This one I think I should take bottom instead of to the right, or I can place it right and then pull it from top and then push it to the bottom and all. We don't need to push it to the bottom at all, but that's okay. I would have perhaps needed some more walking. Anyway, so we finally have found the serpent. Last thing to do is go back to the city of gods and talk to Huitzi here. First time we are talking to Huitzi in this city. So that marks the end of this quest. Yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.